focus on you, focus your view, succeed, cause I'm hoping you do. Keep climbing up the ladder, cause the key to success. Go hard and go home, never settle for less. Life is stress, but we gotta deal with it, homie. Send a prayer to the man to put a shield on it. Work hard for what you get, appreciate what you got. You can always improve, just don't stop. Going for your dream to achieve in your life. Gotta take a chance like rolling the dice. It won't come to you, so you gotta go get it. At the end of the day, add up the digits.
We're just live right now on the I Love San Bernardino County radio show on KCAA NBC 106.5 FM, 1050 AM, where we will talk politics, culture, and history. What's up, Bibiane?
Yo, blessed to be alive, brother. How about yourself? How are you doing, brother?
Did you have a good vacation?
You know what? I had a wonderful time off. I just had a wonderful opportunity to go to Oak Glen with the Redlands Camera Club. We did a field trip up there at the preserve that they have up there.
I love that.
Beautiful.
Preserve.
One thing that I did not know is that there's sequoias down here in Southern California.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know that. We always went up north for the redwoods, and they're not big. They're not the big girthy ones.
And they're transplants too.
Oh, okay.
And up at Heaps Peak, up off the 18 near Crestline, there is a little tiny grove of sequoias up there that have reached quite a large size.
Are they as white as your room here?
I did see your picture of that beautiful sequoia.
Yeah.
I just worry a little bit because alone those trees get so large that eventually they fall over.
Man.
So they need multiple friends to hold them up, just like humans.
Well, it looks like they're doing pretty well. There was a couple of them over in there.
Good.
I just showed that one, but it was probably
It was
5 or 6 of them.
Those were beautiful shots, dude.
Oh, thank you, brother. But you should see the imagery from the other members of the camera club. There's just so many phenomenal photographers throughout the Inland Empire. Like, man, their work is phenomenal.
Well, I'll be looking forward to that reel. I mean,
Definitely.
Just have them all send you one, make a reel.
You know what? I'm actually going to reach out to the president, Bruce Herwig, and see if he would like to join us on one of the shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah, excellent. Yes.
He's an award-winning photographer. You know, like his imagery is amazing. He loves the astrophotography as well. I mean, it's awesome. I'm learning so much. It's been an awesome experience.
Okay, well, before we get into the two council members, Teddy Sanchez and Sandra Ibarra in the house today, San Bernardino City Council, we're going to talk a little bit about our sponsors, Golden Pizza and Wings on Golden and Highland and Olive and Waterman. They have their $7.55 plus tax all day, every day, large pepperoni or cheese pizza. Go get one, team. That's really cheap. You want to feed your kids on a Friday night and they're hungry. You've been working all day. Stop by Golden Pizza. Definitely. Talk to Ted. Grab yourself some pizza and wings and make your kids happy today.
There you go. It's affordable goodness.
Yes, honest. It's awesome. It's awesome. We also have PAL Charter Academy. So, and they have a middle school, high school, summer school. The summer school enrollment's over. It's in session right now, but they are doing pre-enrollment for middle school and the high school. So if you're interested in giving your kids a head start and some really cool access to classes that I haven't seen necessarily all combined at one area of local San Bernardino Unified School District school, right?
I think they go up to a higher
spread
age.
Out, yeah, it's spread out a lot of spots. So what was that, Sandra?
I think they also have people outside of high school already, young adults doing their programs that they have for like nursing and construction. So awesome. They have a lot of career paths.
They're really working hard, and I appreciate anything that helps our kids, like brand new fields for them and stuff, make them feel like, wow, we're good enough to have a brand new field.
Listen, we had some of their students do help us at Habitat for Humanity with some of the home rehab projects we did. It was beautiful.
And then, you know, if Sam and Will loves PAL Charter Academy and helps them, you know, they're good people.
There you go.
I'd also, if you want more information, look at info at palcenter.org or call 909-887-7002.
Thank you.
I'd like to mention our I Love San Bernardino standout of the week today is Kenneth Schultz.
All right.
Now, Kenny is the president of Urban Gardens, and he took over for Neona Rose after she passed away, and he's been setting up our crop swaps and things like that, award-winning crop swaps, given an award by the mayor.
Awesome.
former mayor, but still, we have fun. We trade things. We trade.
Did you ever meet Neona?
We trade like
was
ideas in art and
Yeah.
crafts.
Yes.
And then food. Like we have
Awesome.
a little breakfast there. So
Congratulations,
yeah.
Kenny.
Yeah, so we're gonna have Urban Gardens at the on Golden and at the Center for Spiritual Living this Saturday at 10 o'clock. So we always show
Definitely.
up there and have some coffee and trade some fruit, and I bring my avocados, and we have a good time. We have a good time.
Definitely. I also want to shout out his sobriety.
Yes.
Because he's doing an excellent job. I know he's up to over 6 months or something like that. But I know that many people are watching and are encouraged by you, Kenneth. So continue to do the great job and modeling what it looks like to take control and dominion over oneself and living a better life. So we wish you well, brother, and we love you as well, sir.
And your mama.
Yes, indeed.
She's awesome. You send our love to her, and thank you so much, you and all the admin, for helping me in my time of need right here in the groups. My year-long suspension is slowly working its way down through the groups. Now, it was not my fault. It was a technological malfunction that I'm currently working with Facebook to rectify for the last 4 months. Literally,
I believe
every week I have a conversation with some new dude. They don't know what's going on. It was some other like a bad actor, they said. Whatever
I
that
know
is,
those bad actors.
a bad actor, and it did it to a lot of things. So like I'm in the suspension that they cannot remove with their own AI.
Oh, wow.
So we're working on it. We're doing the different things. So I hope it works out. Otherwise, I'm going to ride through. And thank you, Kenny, for sharing this stuff for me and helping me out.
And we say all that to say, if anyone has Mark Zuckerberg's direct line, please give it to Robert Porter.
He's moving to Hawaii, everybody. He's building an underground
Well, I
shelter.
can still post in all my pages and everything, so that's I still have plenty of work to do, but it does help me to post in the groups as well. Because
Totally.
I Love San Bernardino Robert Porter does have 40,000 members now.
We're climbing again.
Yeah,
we're
wow.
climbing again.
Yeah,
That's not the original one, though.
The original one
page
had over
what's it,
100,000.
Over 100, yeah, I remember.
100,000 twice, and then
Yeah.
we're on the last.
We're going to be
yeah.
back. We're coming back.
But yeah, I did really notice a big increase in the amount of people joining because of what's going on out in the streets.
Yes.
The
The
people
ice
are looking
raids.
for somewhere to go and feel
Yeah,
safe. So you
totally.
can feel safe there, but don't feel too safe, team.
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel too safe
It's
nowhere right now.
I
Yeah.
hear you, because it's
Yeah.
about positivity and raising awareness.
Yes, absolutely. How do you request city services? You got graffiti? You got a graffiti?
Potholes.
Yes, you got problems.
You
with
got
the
lights
traffic.
out.
You need Bird-Tech to do some extra cleaning on the area that's near
You
a
got some
wall
illegal
that
dumping
nobody
behind your
owns.
house in the alleys.
You request some city services, so call 909-998-2000.
That's a new number.
909-998-2000, the new number.
All right.
You can go online to sbcity.org/sbaccess or get the mobile app at the App Store and go to Go SB City.
I love
And
that
send
app.
stuff in,
There
right?
you go.
Yes.
There you go. And definitely utilize the app. We all have a role to play in bettering our community, bringing awareness to things that need to be fixed, and not only pointing out the things that can be fixed, also look in the mirror, self-reflection, and see what you can do to help
Amen.
better our community. 'Cause
Amen. Ditto.
We all want better. We all want better.
We all do. I have one last thing before we get into our interviews.
Sorry.
I have a little history tidbit, a San Bernardino history tidbit, of another local historian who
New book.
loves Knott's Berry. Actually loves dark rides, right?
Okay.
So this book is written by Christopher Merritt and J. Eric Linksweiler, and it's Knott's Berry Tales, right?
All
So it's
right.
the
Knott's Berry
history of the Knott's Berry Tale ride and the Dino ride that replaced it, and the history of Knott's in general, and the new ride and everything that's associated with it. Albert Rodriguez, this was his idea. Albert Rodriguez is a local here
All
from
right.
San Manuel,
All right.
and he just had this idea about, I think he said 10 years ago. Oh no, it's been 2 decades.
Whoa.
A journey that lasted far longer than he thought. And he was inspired to get this book out, and he finally did it.
Nice.
And they just had the 50-year anniversary of Knott's Berry Tales over there at Knott's.
Awesome.
He had the book there. His whole team, they gave, I tried to get tickets, but they were sold out.
Oh, man.
So I had to just go down there and buy the book myself because I'm a huge fan of his work.
Awesome.
And I just want him to know that this is awesomeness. and someday I'm gonna get an autograph.
There you go.
So
there
like
you go.
I saw all those books getting
Albert,
autographed
he
in the
wants your
video from
autograph.
there, and I was like, wow.
Albert,
All
come
right,
on down.
I'm a historian, and I love history in any way.
That's a good
Yes.
book.
Like, save things. You know,
Definitely.
if you have a passion, save it. Right?
With that, knowing that you just went to Knoxbury Farm, an awesome shirt, fits you all the way, you know, vibes out. Shout
Snoopy.
out to Snoopy, looks like he's on acid or something right
Yeah,
now.
have a little bit of fun.
But
I thought it was my eyesight, you guys.
but I was wondering, what is one of your favorite rides from Knoxbury Farm?
I do. So me personally, I do love Knott's Berry Tales because you get to sit there with your little jam gun
Okay.
and shoot and compete. And I beat my mama. I got second place,
That's not
but
fair.
I
That's
still
not
beat my
fair.
mama. She got third.
Okay, well,
But-
well, no, I think you were fighting for your mama because
But
you know
the
she.
coolest one is that Skyview.
You like the Skyview, the one that rolls around.
Yeah.
How about yourself, Teddy? Have you been to Knoxbury Farm?
Oh, it's been a long time.
What was one of your favorite rides when you
Oh,
used to go there?
jeez.
Montezuma's Revenge.
That
was a
yeah,
good
that
one.
was fun. I remember being a kid when that opened up. No, I think I like the one that one that goes through the water features.
The log ride
yeah, that
or
one.
Roaring Rapids.
Both of those.
Or
are
the
fun.
Bigfoot,
I
or
kinda
what's it
like
called?
the- I
Yeah,
kinda like-
Bigfoot. And
Yeah.
I found out
Bigfoot,
about that
Yeah.
because I kept asking for Bigfoot,
Yeah.
and now it's Roaring Rapids.
Okay.
Right? But what it is, they change the name periodically
Definitely.
to say they have like
Something new.
Yeah,
I hear
something
you.
to, like,
How about yourself, Sandra?
I'm on I like the extreme rides. Silver Bullet was my last favorite one. that
There
I
you
got
go.
on.
I used to love the soapbox derby. The one they used to have the soapbox carts. Basically, it was 4 tracks, the metal rails, and it had the carts that you would race on. They said about 4 people in per cart, and if you lean with the track, you could go a little bit faster. So it was kind of. I love racing, so it was kind of like racing. And when they tore that ride out, that was like one of my favorites. I was so
You were
sad
like,
to see it
"Aw."
go. I wish I had the wealth where I could put it in my backyard. You know what I mean?
A little side note, I have been racing lately. With me and Amy got a Luna
Okay.
controller.
Okay.
And we're playing Smurf kart.
Okay,
What the
okay.
heck?
There you
It's
go.
kind of actually fun.
No,
yeah,
it is. I love video games,
yeah,
man.
like so, we're trying some more modern stuff
There you
versus
go.
like the old.
Welcome to the future.
Yes.
Yes.
and check out some of that stuff. Like we're trying to work out to where we can play the kids and stuff. So
Oh,
that-
you're
You
trying to
brought
get
that
ahead of the
home.
curve so you
Yeah.
can beat them for a little while, huh?
All right, well, yeah, let's get into some of the meat of the matter here, right? Like we always like to start off the show with some cool stuff and like
Nothing
share what
history.
we've been doing and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I want to thank Yanni for always sponsoring the show and being hardcore with motivational realizations.
A positive thought.
And that this interview is brought to you by them today. And
Amen.
thank you, Teddy. Councilman Sanchez and Councilwoman Ibarra, thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you for the
in
invite.
today.
Yes, thank you.
I've known you both for a long time now, man.
I think you've known me the longest.
Yes,
though.
truly have. Head Start, you were in I Love San Bernardino,
The original one,
group,
yes.
and did a lot of things. I remember the first kind of event you started to do was you had people running with you on Paris Hill.
I tried gathering people to walk with me like at 5 in the morning, and people were
in the
their comments
morning.
online were like, "Are you crazy? This
But you
this city's
did it.
dangerous." I did it.
You
Candy
still did it.
Candy was the first one to join me.
Okay,
Candy
okay.
Candelaria, where are you?
Candy?
Yeah, she was a
She's
trooper.
awesome.
She was a trooper, and she walked with me in the mornings. Walking does help the health, you know.
Yes, it
and,
does. Yes, it
and
does.
so I kept doing it, and then I started going to the council meetings because Robert Porter was always upset that people weren't coming out to vote and people weren't getting involved.
You were a
And then-
neighborhood association president.
Yes.
too?
Well, first I
Yeah.
started with Neighborhood Watch
Okay.
because my neighbor's house was getting broken into. I was new. I didn't know anybody in the neighborhood, and all the neighbors flocked to me because I was bilingual. And then from there, we started having more people from other blocks joining. I was like, well, let's just activate the neighborhood association.
Do you think that people feel more comfortable when you speak Spanish to them if Spanish is their primary
Yes.
language?
Of course.
Yes, they're more open.
Native
they feel,
tongue.
Yes, and the way my Spanish came from just from home. I watched their Spanish soap operas.
Novella.
Telenovela. You have been too, obviously.
I would read the magazines and watch the news. So that's how I became very fluent in my Spanish. At the same time, in kindergarten, with no English at home, I was submerged straight into just English instruction. So
Definitely.
I got got spotted as a gifted and talented education student,
are.
GATE, and then I went on to honors in high school, and then I went on to UCLA. So I'm very proud of
Awesome.
my education.
Go Bruins.
Never had a tutor.
So Sandra, you're not just sitting up there doing nothing?
No, I'm not.
Oh, and you have an education?
Yes,
Oh, wait,
legitimate education.
You did a
I
bunch of
earned.
stuff before becoming a councilwoman?
Yes, indeed.
I did. I did a lot of cleanups in the neighborhoods. People would complain about how dirty the neighborhoods would look, and I would go out with the city staff, volunteers, neighborhood associations, and clean up anywhere that was needed.
Well, how about this? Do you remember when we were out there trying to save the pups in the animal shelter together?
I was a council person,
a
right?
whole team out there, yeah.
Definitely.
And then you single-handedly putting gum in the works to make
It
sure we
was
kept
hard to
ours?
convince my colleague here. Like, come on, let's save our animal shelter. Let's keep it
Yes.
in house.
But he came
But
around.
he came around, right?
Amen.
He came
Amen.
But I
around.
never gave up. You know, that's one of the things is it's people seem to forget of how we are trying to do our best up there, and when we fall on deaf ears and we just keep going and be persistent until it actually happens.
So if you vote, does it automatically happen?
No.
It-
No, I
it
mean,
doesn't?
point.
You don't have you're not a god up
I mean,
there?
how many times have we brought up Oxbow, for example, and nothing ever happened.
I mean, that
And we've done our part as
They're going to
legislators.
be
We're trying.
recording that pile archaeologically.
There's your mega art right
They're like, this stuff right here is from the fire at the Amazon building 100 years ago.
Yeah, it's gonna be a historical site one day.
For real, a World Heritage
But no,
Site.
It's
honestly,
sad, but
we
like-
gotta keep pushing, you know. And if my colleagues bring it up, I'll support them, as long as it's not questionable items, of course.
Well, what I love about the way you conduct yourself, Sandra, because as you guys kind of went over the history is, and I think this is why you continue to get the support of the community, even though sometimes you run campaigns that are probably severely underfunded.
Oh, yeah.
You had the people power.
Yes.
You have built that trust through your actions. It's not saying, oh, well, if I get elected, I'm going to do this. No,
Right.
I've been doing this, and if you give me the opportunity to represent us, I will continue to do this and scale it up. So I
And that's
appreciate
the thing.
that.
I don't post pictures of everything that I'm doing or post a lot of what's happening in my ward, but there is a lot of work being done in the second ward that has not been done prior to my time being a council member. And those people whose lives have been improved because of the continuous and persistent work that I've been doing up there, they're the ones that are thankful, and they're the ones that keep supporting me for that same
Amen.
reason. I was telling Ipiani or Iani,
Yeah, whatever you
I was
prefer.
telling him earlier, I had the smear campaign against me, and I had a competitor that ran against me. He raised over $40,000, and I only had $3,000 left over for my first campaign. And I didn't even use it all. I got no endorsements. I didn't ask for money, and I still won my reelection. And
Through honest hard work,
honest hard
it
work.
still
it was
works.
close.
And you know, all these years that I've been there, I've been called the worst that you can think of. You know, a liar, a puppet, stupid, you name it.
Very disrespectful.
It's been on social media, and you know that doesn't stop the work that I do. So
Have you ever
Does
heard
it-
of any of that?
Yeah,
You
you want to hear one? You want to hear a clip?
Do you feel jaded?
No.
No. Do you feel jaded? Do you think that's like made you more cynical or?
No, I don't think I've been cynical. If anything, it makes me more passionate. It makes me speak up more sometimes. I try to stay classy and just be quiet at the council meetings. I don't burst out or I don't yell over people.
But sometimes
there's,
you do
there's
feel
times
emotional.
when things really are deep in my
I
heart.
got pictures
follow.
of that look. From
And
there, yes.
oh, remember the one I was like this, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, watch out, it's Sandra.
I have a question for you because,
try to stay
you know, before we were on air, we were talking about how we had the pleasure of having lunch together about
Yes.
7 years ago when you were just getting ready to run, you know what I mean? And the passion and the love that you have for the community.
I still love
what
the
keeps
city.
what keeps you fired up? Because I've seen that it's been a lot of this work is not easy.
It's
This
not
work is
easy.
not easy, and it pulls on people's hearts, mind, body, spirit, and soul. What
it
keeps
does.
you passionate about the advocacy and the leadership and the role you play within our community?
It's just who I am.
Okay.
Yanni. I was
in the
born.
blood.
I'm the eldest of 6 kids, and you know, first generation. So I always had to go to those parent conferences with all of my brothers and sisters, translate for them, and back and forth, help them through college. And that's something that I've carried through me. I always look out for people that I love and care for,
Amen.
which is the same for the city. The same love that Robert has is the same one that I have.
Amen.
And
Amen.
I don't care what people say about me. All I know is what's in my heart. I go to bed in peace, every single night after a council meeting.
So I have a
Despite of what people say.
I do have a technical question.
Sure.
Right. So, how many votes do you need to have something move or have something occur in our city?
Majority of the council.
And
So
that
there's
is
7 of us.
Okay.
It has to be by 4. If it's 4 by 3, and then if the mayor decides that it's not good and they veto it, then that will stop it.
So you
But
need
5.
five
for sure.
guaranteed.
5, yes.
Yeah. So that means you have to work together
We have
to make our city function.
And you know what? And I'll give props to I believe it was Damon Alexander when he passed the baton over. He made it very specific and very accurate in his going away message that nothing would have happened or be done in his ward if it was not for the support of all his colleagues. And that is what it takes to be in council and in politics, a legislator. You need to have the support of everybody with you. You can't do it all by yourself.
Yeah, it's just not possible because it's only one vote.
It is.
You need 5 to
Yeah.
legally move money
Right.
for it. Well, 4 and 5 if the mayor isn't on your side, right?
Definitely.
Right.
So if you just mentioned that you had to lobby Teddy for
I
something.
didn't lobby. I begged him.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
come on, save our animal shelter.
Oh my
You
God,
kidding?
oh my God. So what do you do when
I did. I'm being honest.
Well, this is the
Amen,
thing. It was
amen.
it's a money thing. And when you are in this position, you can't just think about the animals.
And he was about the money.
I wish you could only think about the animals, but you need to think about the money. You need to think how it's going to affect all the voters.
Definitely, as many of
right?
layers. As many of layers.
And I understand that, and I want the others to understand that as well. So Teddy, like when you have to lobby somebody, what do you do when you need 5 votes for something that you're interested in getting?
Instead of
passed?
saying lobby, when you need your colleagues' support, how do you
Yeah.
go about procuring
Oh,
your
okay, yeah.
colleagues' support?
Well, usually I try to become as familiar with the issue at hand as I possibly can, know it backwards and forwards, and then present that to my colleagues
How do you do that?
by reading the agenda. The agenda's about that thick.
Wait a second. The agenda that I see online is it's in like getting there. It's really
There's
small.
more that he does though. He
Oh.
does besides reading the agenda. He talks to staff and he gets their input, and then he'll talk to community members.
And Sandra, and,
Okay.
and you can
Yeah,
speak
that's
for-
exactly right.
And I can speak for myself.
So the what I was mentioning is that like you two have to read the agenda, and it's not the thing that's not only the thing they pass out in the city meeting.
Right.
This thing, if you own the appendix, man, oh my!
I hear you.
And it's like it's stereo instructions. I find myself using the dictionary often, and legal terminology. You have to know exactly what it means. You can't have like a half but view of
Understanding,
it.
yeah.
And we've had those situations when contracts get presented before us, but they're not complete or they're not in the packets. And we have to rely on staff on what they're telling us to vote on a specific contract. That, I think, has been one of the downfalls. We just got to keep insisting that staff put those contracts so we can review them, make sure that they are protecting our city.
And
Definitely.
to protect staff a little bit, it's hard. There's a lot of responsibility on
Totally.
them, right?
Totally.
And we are coming out of bankruptcy. That's
We're out of bankruptcy.
Well, yeah, we're coming out of it.
Technically,
We're
yeah.
out, but we're coming out of it, right?
Yes.
In a new era. And we already cut to the bone, so we're pasting pieces back to our skeleton, right?
And people should know. People should know, though. Going back to what Damon Alexander said, the streets are getting fixed. It did not just take one council member to get a fixed. The parks are getting fixed. It did not just take one council member. Like before, all this money was funneled, except for example, Nicholson Park. Teddy and I sat on a committee, the CDBG committee, and we were putting as much as we could during that time into Nicholson Park. It was pennies to compare to how much money we're putting into it now, but it was something that required all of us to come together and vote on it, and that was for the 6th ward. It was Basine, Teddy, and me on that committee, and that was our focus. Let's get Nicholson Park done, because we visited Nicholson Park. It was
Definitely.
in bad shape.
Basine Littlefield, Richard,
Definitely.
current counselor over
Current
at Powell.
council member, yes.
Definitely. My
So
question
that's how
I
far
have,
back these projects go.
definitely. My question is for Teddy, sir. How long have you been on the city council?
About 5 more minutes than my colleague Sandra Barra.
So
I got elected in 2018.
Definitely.
In November 2018, and then assumed office in December of 2018.
What led you to take on this huge undertaking? Because it's always seems to be a little bit of confusion on the dais. But what made you want to throw your name in the hat and try to correct the course of the ship?
Yes, I know that it's an incredible responsibility to become a council member for a city our size, with all the needs that we have. But I thought that I could bring about the change necessary that was going to improve quality of life for residents in San Bernardino. And I was lucky enough to be able to present my vision for the city to the voters of the First Ward, and they elected me twice now.
Awesome.
And I'm hoping to have their continued support in the election next year.
Definitely. Well said. What's your were you born and raised in San Bernardino?
Yes.
Shout out your schools, man.
Oh, well, I went to Urbita Elementary School.
Okay.
I went to Richardson Middle School.
Okay.
And then I actually went to Redlands High School.
Okay.
It's wrong!
Pride.
But I was born and raised in San Bernardino. Have lived in the neighborhood I live in now is a neighborhood I've lived in my whole life.
So a hometown
and
boy,
so
for real.
I feel very comfortable there. I don't want to move away. And
Did you
I've
move?
seen-
Did you move there to get elected?
No, I've been there my whole life. I live. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know that was a rumor, right? Yeah. Yeah, that was a rumor.
You were born there to be elected.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's one of those things. It's easy to kind of throw accusations out.
You were born in San Bernardino? Who
No.
knew? I mean, maybe you did some social media, but
Yeah.
then maybe people know something about you.
Yeah. So I really do care about the city, and I have the energy and the passion, I think, to be able to bring about some good.
So I have a serious question.
Yeah.
With the new mayor, Helen Tran, what do you like about the things that she's currently done so far?
Sandra,
sorry.
do
No,
with you,
I'm
Teddy.
starting
We'll
with
start
you,
with
Teddy.
you, Teddy.
Sorry,
Yeah.
you might have to give me some time.
Yeah. Well, this is important.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll chime in
Okay.
first, right?
Yeah.
Because just to set the table, I love the fact that she was one of the first of her ethnicity and a woman to be a mayor, right? It's sad that when we look in our country, we still have these ceilings that must be shattered for representation from different ethnicities, different cultures, because our country is quote unquote supposed to be a melting pot. But it seems like we're in a space where they're trying to unmelt things, apparently, right?
Yes.
And rid the country of people that they deem as undesirable, but which is really sad because this nation was first
It's built.
found. It was already people here, so indigenous people were here. And then when you think about the America, it was built on immigrants, right? And it's so funny how people forget their history.
Yep.
Forget where they come from, and then try to.
And also, this happened right here in San Bernardino.
Yes.
So it elevates our historical footprint,
Mm.
right? That's important to me. Those are the kinds of things that outlast every single term that you could ever do, right?
That's very true.
So these are good things. The other thing I like about the mayor, me personally, is that she goes all out to be the cheerleader for San Bernardino. She really does.
That is a very strong point of her. She's
Like
a
when
cheerleader.
I went to the Juneteenth thing with Tristan and
Only Empire.
Only
Now.
Empire, yeah, and the work they were doing, that was awesome. And she came up to me. She tries to treat everybody like she's friendly with them, and that's one thing that Valdivia didn't do. He only did that with the rich people, or if you were powerful, right? Like Helen does it for everybody. So that is a major difference that I like about her.
There you go.
That's a little different. Now, Valdivia had his own style, and he definitely could bring in money and business and stuff too. So he had his aspects that were good. Do you have anything now that you can mention?
You'll have to get back to me. You'll have to get back. I'm still working on it. Still working on it.
Sandra, go ahead.
I like her optimism and her energy. When they make me speak after her, I'm like, I cannot top this woman's energy. The way she spoke to the audience, like it's something that our city needs. We've been in the valley of the shadow of the valley here for so long. We need somebody that's gonna lift the city up. I think she's doing a good job there. She's learning. I think one of the things she can focus or work on is trying to get us all together, work together. Because there's a lot of divisions going on.
That's like herding cats.
It is. But you know what? It's possible.
You got the Joker here,
yes,
right?
Definitely.
Yeah,
Yes,
and then you got the serious one, Juan. Right? Like, he's always serious up there.
Mr.
Right?
Freeze. We'll call him Mr. Freeze.
You got Sandra up there. She's watching everybody, but very quiet.
Catwoman.
Right? But then when you're very vocal, you are vocal.
I'm vocal, and that's why people say I'm too evil. It's like, well, damn it if I do,
most of the time
damn
you're
if I don't.
quiet though. Like it's just.
Well, and that's what they've said. You don't speak up. You don't do anything. And when the moment I do, you're just doing it to other people. It's like, no, I'm speaking up. There's a difference between attacking and speaking up here. Like, there's
Raising
a difference.
awareness. No, totally.
It's like, things going on.
On a more serious note, knowing the stress that these positions can the stress that's actually there with these positions, what do each of you do for self-care to make sure that you're minding your mind, body, spirit, and soul?
These muscles right here.
Gun show, the gun show in the house.
Yeah.
How about yourself, Teddy? Let's start with you.
I like doing yard work.
Okay.
So I'll do yard work.
You won't do my yard though.
Yeah, I like doing my yard.
Okay.
I'll barbecue. I like to.
What are you gonna? Where's the invite, dude?
Next time you come around. We'll once we're off air, I'll give you the address and we'll come on. And you guys come on over and we'll cook something up.
Oh right, I don't drink.
I love
you don't
that.
need a drink for a barbecue, huh?
Yeah, you do.
just
Yeah.
can have some ribs.
Yeah. Maybe that might be something
Some cold
that
water.
the city could organize, where everyone does a barbecue day, and every council member does a barbecue in their ward, and it brings out community, just to try to spur community
Good idea.
engagement. You know,
I like it. And I like to read.
Awesome.
I like to read.
What's the last book that you've read?
I just read MK Ultra. MK Ultra. MK Ultra.
Okay.
It's
that's-
about the CIA's.
for mind control, right?
Mind control. Yeah. You know, you're familiar.
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Very interesting.
That's some deep reading right
it was
man.
very, very.
No, it's very.
It's actually scary stuff.
Yes.
It was very
What-
scary.
Yeah.
What
Yes.
happens in this world? There's so much stuff things happening in this world that we're not privy to, that are real, that it's mind blowing. It's mind blowing.
Hey,
More recently,
Texas
the
floods.
really mind blowing.
Definitely. How about yourself, Sandra? How do you take care of yourself?
I've been focused on a lot of the healthy eating. I've gone through Kaiser. That's who I've had for many years, and they've shown us how to eat healthy. And I was like, no wonder I don't lose weight. I make big plates of healthy eating, but I'm not working out. I gotta work out, especially now I'm having bone spurs coming out all over my body, and when I do physical therapy, it helps. Okay. So I started going to the gym, and I'll go for a few minutes and just work out the muscles
it will help
that
with
need
the
the help.
stress. Yeah.
Well, with the stress too. I have a lot. I am also looking after my mom, my aging mother, who has some health conditions, and I'm having my own health conditions to deal with. So I've been trying. I rest a lot. I've been resting a lot. I do have a second job because I'm a single woman, homeowner. It's one job alone.
You can't make it on
You can't do it on one income.
Salary,
unless you're making,
And-
$150,000 a year.
And we're not. And people don't realize that what we make is still minimum wage. I personally like being a public servant. I like being a public servant, but at the end of the day, I also have bills.
You
I have a
gotta eat.
home to
You gotta
maintain.
eat,
I have to eat.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just focused on my eating.
All right, so I'm gonna get something positive out of Teddy here first, right? All right, so
besides the barbecues
so do you feel good when there is a unanimous vote on that dice?
Oh yeah. There you go.
Hey, that shows that we're together in it, you know? We're united.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, I think if you were to take an account, really, of all the votes we take, a minimum of 50% of those votes are unanimous.
Yeah, and you're on the same page, especially when,
But-
what do they call it, when the consent calendar, when you vote it all at the same time?
Yeah. So it's not like it's uncommon. It's just personalities.
Yeah, I like,
Personalities.
I honestly like competition up there. I like you guys doing that a little bit. But I just don't like the name calling and then when you don't like each other. But I mean, I understand that politics is a rough game. And,
Yes.
And that's, you know, it's going to give you PTSD. And that, you know what, I used to think I wanted to run, and now I don't want to run. I learned my lesson, man.
And I think it's probably so important for anyone in any leadership role in any capacity in this country that when we cannot agree, the community suffers, the people suffers, the people that we're here to represent and serve suffer, and especially our community, we're tired of suffering. We don't deserve to suffer any longer. And my hopes are that I hope that they could have some people say a coming to Jesus, but whatever each ascribes to. But just go out and just sit down and have a meal together. Leave the families at home, leave the politics, and just get to know one another. Because I know everyone up there is passionate about trying to make change. And, you know, there's a way to implement a vision that benefits each one of the wards, but most importantly, benefits the community at large. And I know you guys can do it. I know you guys can do it. That's why they sent you there.
And personally, I believe that is happening, right? It's just there's these few things here or there that actually overshadow, you know, it's like homelessness. It's just an issue that's very hard to fix.
Has been the
The
thing that
animal
frustrates me
shelter?
the most. Like, how hard is it to put the tiny homes
Yeah,
out
you know,
there?
I don't
you know?
blame you for the irresponsible neighbors that I see letting their dogs mate as much as they want and then open their gate, right? Like, what are you supposed to do? Oh, the dog got out and ran away. Right? Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, wait, go get your dog, right? But like, they didn't even care. Like, I see that kind of stuff happen, and all these strays and stuff like, man, how do you solve this? But thank you for at least trying. Now, the first ward has been deferred for sewers, for roads, for a lot of things for a long time. Upwards of $50 million worth of deferment, right?
Yeah.
So fighting for the first ward to me doesn't seem like a bad thing.
No, it's not.
Right? And I appreciate that you do that. So what do you think one of your signature achievements is for the first ward that actually benefits the city as a whole?
Great question.
As a whole,
Yeah.
well, anytime that conditions improve in the first ward, they're improving in the city of San Bernardino,
Everything,
and
yeah.
that's going to be a net positive for the whole city. So the city, you know, went into bankruptcy in 2012, but the city ran out of money long before that. And so when it ran out of money, you know what it starts doing? It starts cutting capital improvement projects, maintenance of city facilities, streets, parks, libraries, sidewalks. And so by the time I came into office in the end
that
of
was a
2018,
sad moment, everybody.
we already had 20 years of deferred maintenance. What would your living room and your house look like if you were living there but didn't clean it for 20 years?
It would need some help.
I'm happy it's still standing.
And so we have put in $35 million into capital improvement projects just in the first ward. Those are capital improvement projects that are completed.
And it still doesn't catch up yet. I mean, it's not even close to
It's a
catching
lot.
up.
And I'm gonna throw in the caveat, two caveats here. First of all, that's already $35 million of projects completed. There's another $20 million already slated and budgeted to be done. So it's budgeted,
Good.
and it's just going to take a matter of time to do it. The second caveat here is that does not include the Mount Vernon Bridge. The Mount Vernon Bridge
Ooh, that took
is the biggest public works project in the history of the city of San Bernardino.
It makes sense. It's a huge project, and we're getting close, right?
Yeah.
$300 million.
Whoa.
And it's opening next month.
And it was
More than
multiple
a quarter,
agencies coming
Bill?
together. Also.
Damn, we got money.
Definitely.
And we did it with. And we did
No,
that
with-
with.
yeah.
We're doing it with partnerships. It's not just the city. It's also the state coming in, Caltrans. You can name it.
Federal, state, regional agency, and the city put in a lot of money as well.
We did.
But it wasn't going to happen without those partnerships. But it wasn't going to happen
Without our
the
investment.
behest of the city.
And we're getting close, right?
A month. Next month.
Next
So
month.
there's
Next
a
month
date
opening.
set. And
Yes, August. I think it's August. I think it might be the third Saturday of August. Let me look
I
at
gotta take the day off from
Yeah,
work.
remind me.
Definitely. We definitely want to highlight that.
Yeah,
'cause
it.
it's
The 23rd of August.
Because I am tired of going around.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, man.
Well, he lives close by. So.
Oh.
Yeah, so the 23rd of August starts at 9 a.m. It's gonna-
Yeah, team up. Seriously, that's like 10 minutes added to some people's commute.
Oh yeah.
And if there's traffic,
Yeah, definitely.
So those are the things I've been doing in the 8 years, and so problem is that there's 50 million of deferred maintenance that I inherited the first day I came in, day one.
so that you have
And
to catch up.
Yeah, and I was just going over some old news articles, and I pulled up an article from the Sun that talked about how the council had to cut $11 million from the budget.
That was the
in-
most painful thing for me.
yeah in
voted against
March
it.
and April of 2019. So in less than 6 months after I took office, we had to cut $11 million from the budget. And we already had $50 million in deferred maintenance just in the first ward.
I believe it.
And so it's like all right, you guys, I get it. We gotta fix our parks. We gotta do this. We
So,
gotta do
so
that.
what I'm trying to portray for all y'all is that he is fighting for his
believe-
area. He's fighting for San Bernardino, for an area that has not gotten attention.
Yes.
My ward got all the attention all those years. I'm from the 7th ward. It got the attention. All the mayors were from there, right? It changed with Valdivia, but that's the way it used to be. And like that's where the rich people were, right? So that's where all the stuff went down, right? So like we have to understand that it's to be equitable, we have to help everybody across the whole
Yes.
city, right? But that doesn't mean you start from zero because they're
In the hole.
yeah,
I hear
right?
You. I hear you.
So that's what I'm kind of trying to say.
You know, I know we're probably about 10 minutes left. I want to hear what are your hopes for the city, and if you could have just a blank check, what investments would you guys make in the city to uplift our city for the whole city, not just specifically your ward, but how would you invest that money to uplift the city?
Good question, because I've always thought about it. If I had all the money in the world, my main focus would be to have street sweepers every day on every street.
Hey, wait a
cleaning those
second. I want a museum.
in the alleys. Well, I mean, for me, I believe in having a safe, clean, and equitable
That's
place
awesome.
where you live. That is what my hope is for the city. I was blessed when I came in. Apparently, the city was bankrupt. I was not aware of that, but I found a house at a good price. And I try to encourage home ownership to as many people as possible, because with the rents that you mentioned before we started about Redlands skyrocketing their rents, that when you're a homeowner, you don't have to worry about those rents going up high. Like I'm paying probably half of what people are paying for a 2-bedroom apartment right now, for a 3-bedroom house. So I have that luxury. I can have my dogs. I don't have to worry about people telling me you can't have dogs in your house. I allow, like, and people don't understand. People try to portray me in a very negative light because of the dogs I have. People don't understand that I leave bedrooms available for my dogs.
You treat
I
your
have
dogs
doors
like
open for them
angels.
to go in and out as they please. Their food is inside. And I was targeted recently and being portrayed as this bad dog owner. It's like, how can I be a bad dog owner? They all have their beds.
You
They're
got
inside
the
the house.
pups.
They go in and out. I don't have them tied up to a chain. And they're not out in the sun. If they want to be out there, they can be out there. But
she was out there fighting with us, Chief, for the pups. We love
and people
pups.
were targeting me, trying to portray that I'm a bad dog owner. It's like, I'm not.
But you're a pup lover.
I love my dogs.
We live in a world of misinformation now, sadly.
Yeah, I mean, like, and if you have more than one food, everyone's got more than one food bowl, more than one water bowl. You know, like. Jeez.
And this is what I told the director. It's like, look, I adopted the dogs from our animal shelter. If you want them back, I'll give them back to you if that's going to be a big issue for you. But my house is huge. I have a whole backyard that fits another whole house in the back.
The dogs belong there.
I have dogs in the middle. I have dogs in the front of the house. They're everywhere. They're loving it.
Thank you for helping the pups.
If you don't want me to have them, then you can have them back. And they don't want them back.
I hear you.
It's hard to find them homes.
Definitely.
You know?
How about yourself, Teddy? If you had a blank check, what would you do for the city to lift the city for all the community members?
To address the homeless issue, the homeless concern. We have over 1,000 homeless people.
Now I have seen a definite change. I have. The parks are cleaner.
Yes.
Yes. You guys have done that at least. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
But there is still some areas, especially county-owned land, that I've been noticing.
And people tell me that I'm a negative person because I point fingers. Supposedly, like, well, we have to hold people accountable. If they're dropping off homeless into our city, they need to be told that, like, hey, you cannot just burden the city
on
somebody for that.
Yes,
Yeah, he got in trouble, but it was
Ontario
happening.
hit you hard, man.
So it's just holding people accountable, and I think that. And they may have hated me when I was doing it, but it's like, no, homelessness affects everybody. It's not just the city of San Bernardino or Victorville. It's everywhere.
Each city has to do their part, and I've heard those accusations from Los Angeles County coming right onto the border of San Bernardino County, dropping people off.
The jail system is.
We had a guest that I'm not going to mention their name, but that advocates and works to address the needs of our unhoused population, saying that he's literally seen the medical bans from Los Angeles County still on their wrists.
Oh,
yes.
And they're out here in 60 miles
out
away
of their network.
You know what I mean?
Like,
so
how
it does
mean
happen.
is that to take someone out of their own network? Like,
I hear you, because if they do have a support system there, and you just totally remove them. It makes me think what's happening throughout our country, but we're not going to go there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
You know.
Yeah, I was doing the point in time count a couple of years back when a 21-year-old who got just recently released from jail was dropped off in a vacant lot and was told, look into those tents and see which one's more to your liking. And I asked him, I was like, well, what city don't you have family? Where does your family live? And then he's like, Colton. It's like, well, what are you doing in our city? That's just, no, I mean, I'm sorry, Colton. I love Colton.
You didn't mean that in a negative way, but it's like, why couldn't they allow you to connect with your family?
He was left on his own in a vacant lot in a city he does not know when he has family.
And they could have just drove 5 more miles and been in Colton, you know.
I mean, that's just one of the many stories. I mean, I've heard of vans.
I know it's because every single city council has this same issue, and those city councils members are putting pressure on the police, and they gotta come up with results, and they're not really given the tools to get the results they need.
And that's a whole nother layer, because I want law enforcement to just do that. Be civil servants, right? They shouldn't be out here trying to address the unhoused, the mentally unstable. They're not trained. They're not equipped
a law
to do those
enforcement
things.
Counselor.
They do have the care teams and things like that come out.
Just a law enforcement for the homeless. Like, we could make a homeless law enforcement that's only counselors and they can't arrest or something.
It wouldn't have to be law enforcement. It could just be counselors. It could be the people that help.
Or a corpse.
It could be social workers. It could be but the people that have been trained with the skill sets to address those specific needs. I want law enforcement
they have a peace corps, but for helping the homeless in our own country, right?
And I want to say for the record, the gentleman from Colton was not dropped off by Colton. He was dropped off by the jail system. Let's just say the jail system.
Okay.
He was released from jail and dropped off here. He was not put here from Colton. So I love Colton. I love we love all our neighbors here.
So our last thing, I'd like to. Any events coming up, Donnie?
Well, definitely. I would love for Teddy to shout out the Mount Vernon Bridge one more time for us.
August 23rd. It's a Saturday morning, 9 a.m. to at least 2 o'clock. There's going to be classic cars, mariachi bands, a parade, and the exact location. People will be traversing on foot and in classic cars across the bridge, north and south. But the focal point will be on the south side of that bridge.
All right.
So near Second.
Those are going to be some.
Yeah,
pictures.
Second and
Superior.
There you go.
That's my favorite
I know
stuff.
we're down to our last 3 minutes, and try to make this quick. Starting with you, Sandra. What's one of your favorite restaurants to go to in your ward and then throughout the city?
I have too many in my
Or
ward.
just name two of your top.
Okay.
Well, name your top three. Just some of your favorites.
And I actually gave them my citizens of the month. Tacos Arandas off of Sterling and Highland. The best shrimp cocktail I've ever had.
All right.
Omar,
Adoro.
he's a cool dude. I just
Um,
had dinner there a couple days ago.
I got Miyagi's and I got Mega Sushi. Both
Okay.
of them are good. Great
yummy.
service.
Definitely.
Of course, the Green Shack where we all met.
Shout out to Manila and Nick. And Teddy, how about yourself in your ward and then in within the city?
Yeah, I can't not mention John's Burgers.
Okay.
It's just down the street from where I
good
am.
stuff.
I mean, it's some of the
I ate
first
at his
meals I
ward,
ever
too.
had.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, so
All eat
I'm
throughout
always
the
at
city.
Amapolas.
You gotta try every. I want to try.
Totally.
I haven't eaten John's Burgers a long time, man.
yeah, go check it out. Go
I'm
show
always
him some
calling
love.
him because I'm all over the city looking for restaurants. I'm like, hey, you got a new restaurant here in your ward. You got to come help them out.
Well, you know me. I'd head over to the Green Shack Deli,
There you
of
go.
course, or Golden Pizza and Wings if you want something a little bit
Been
cheaper.
there, yes.
There you go. Or more affordable.
Yeah.
Affordable, delicious.
Yeah. And you, Yanni?
You know what? I enjoy Sundowners. And my dad used to take us to Sundowners. It's still a good value. I know the prices have gone up a little, but it's still a great value.
It's still buffet, right?
Yeah, not a buffet.
Not
It's not a
buffet?
buffet.
I thought it was
But
a
you
buffet.
guys remember King's Table? You remember King's Table back in the day at
No.
Yeah, it's kind of
I don't know
buffet,
King's
but it
Table.
is kind of buffet-ish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like a
it's
buffet.
like you
go
roll
in,
down
you
the
pay,
thing.
you know?
It's cafeteria.
Yeah.
Cafeteria, okay,
Definitely,
cafeteria.
Too much fun.
All
This
right.
was a great show, Yanni.
Yes, indeed.
Hey,
I had a
Golden
good
Corral.
time.
Golden
Did you guys have a
Corral.
good
Oh, I
time
had a
today?
great time. I had a great time.
Awesome.
How'd you do, Yanni?
He was
Blast
over there
as
having a
always.
good time.
Definitely. And,
Hey, Golden
Eric,
Corral's the
don't
other
you
one.
have a special show happening tomorrow? Isn't it some special guests coming on the show tomorrow?
Yeah, we're gonna have it's gonna be a little surprise. Thank you, but don't forget to tune in for palm
Tune
trees.
in for that
All right,
For
surprise.
palm trees in progress tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Progress
Thank
and
you.
palm trees. Listen in and you'll find that surprise.
There you
And
go.
this is Robert Portman, Yanni Lockhart with the I Love San Bernardino County Radio, and we are